Module 1. For this class, I will give you 6 modules. Module 1, the title, Basic Concepts and Programming Basics. Programming, we need to do web programming in this class. We need to do project. So you need to put the database knowledge in your web applications. So in that way, you will feel the importance, you will get an idea about the importance of using databases. All right, this first module, I will talk about programming environment, software installation, and a few simple examples. But I need to give you some basic concepts in databases first. Before that, all right. Let me just explain syllabus. I have posted, some of you may already take a look, but a lot of detail not given in that syllabus. So I need to explain a lot of information here, okay? All right, so let's start. First, let's look at the content for this class. I divided into 4 parts. Part 1, fundamentals. We need to learn some fundamental concepts, knowledge in databases. All right. The second part, SQL queries. Actually, the second part is the most important part of this class. Okay, because that's the, you need to write your SQL statements. So the student, can you turn off your microphone? The student at the Zoom side, can you turn off your microphone? All right. So this part, very important. So we will do a lot of practice. SQL queries, okay? So we will spend a lot of time. It's not that easy. Some of the queries very complicated. So you need to spend a lot of time, okay? So we will get there. Just prepare mentally. You need to work very hard for this part. Part 2. SQL queries. Part 3, algorithms. So we need to understand behind the scene in the database management systems why we can do the queries in a very fast way. So when you work on databases, you can notice that the response time is very fast. Most of the time, the response time is very fast. How to make that happen? So we want to understand behind the scene from the algorithms implementation point of view, we try to understand that. So that's our part 3, okay? So algorithms and the data structures for performance. Then part 4, all right, here. I do not want to put this in the video. All right. All right. Okay, Current trend, because there is another important type of database management system in the social networking era. Very popular type of databases. Okay. So it's called this type of NoSQL databases. We just learned some basic properties. I try to put a simple example. I try to use a simple example to show you how to use this kind of databases. Okay, yeah, I try my best to do this part. So then that's pretty much all the content for this class. Okay, yeah. Next, I like to still, yeah, this side. Yeah. Although I do the recording, but I like to minimize this part. Okay. All right. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Next, the coursework part. The most important part. Yeah. We will have 4 parts in the coursework. So let me explain. Yeah. Yeah. Part 1 and 2. Part 1, homework assignments. I will give you 3 homework assignments. Okay. Each one accounts for 8%, so total 24%. So for each homework assignment, we will have 25 questions. All right. The question types. Here, let me list the question types. Typical question types. Yeah. Type 1, multiple choice. Okay. Type 2, true and false. Type 3, short answer. Yeah. Then there is type 4, the last type, mainly for this class, SQL queries, right? So we need to work on many query statements. So here I just write query statements. Oh, these 4 types. We won't have essay questions. Okay, you do not need to write essay. You know, so don't worry about that part. Yeah. All right. Yeah. These 4 type of questions. Yeah. And each question 4 points each. Okay. Total 100 points. Okay. Yeah. And the duration of each homework assignment. Greater than 1 week. Okay, greater than 1 week. Yeah. Yeah. But our first assignment, yeah, our first one, first homework assignment will be a little shorter, about 1 week. Yeah. The first one, because that is the easiest one. The reason I make that shorter, because I need to assign the second assignment quickly after it. So I reduce the duration of the first one, because it will be relatively easy. Yeah. Because after that, I need to give you second homework assignment for SQL queries. We need to practice SQL queries. The second assignment will be completely for SQL queries. Okay, you need to do that. Do a lot of practice, SQL queries. Yeah. Because after that, we need to do midterm. So I need to complete homework assignment number 1, number 2, then midterm after it. Okay. All right. Yeah. And then quizzes. Now, in order to understand the concepts for each module, yeah, we have 6 modules, right? So each module, I like to give you one quiz to check your understanding of the concepts of each module. Okay, yeah. So each quiz, we will have 10 questions. Okay, yeah. Still 4 points each. Okay, the question types. The first 3 types, all right? The first 3 types in the homework assignment. Yeah. We won't have the type number 4 SQL statement. The reason is simple. When we do the quizzes, we will use Canvas quiz tool. Yeah, with auto grading. Okay, yeah. When I set up a quiz, I need to type the correct answers. For each question, I need to type the answers. So the quiz tool basically just compare your response, your answers with mine, then check if it's correct or not. So I should not type very complicated answers. Usually I just type simple answers. So multiple choice, easy, true or false, easy, but for short answers, I should give very simple answers. Usually a number, 1, 2, 3, simple numbers. Then that kind of comparison, easy. Okay, yeah. So if the correct answer is a sentence, then because if you need to type a sentence, you may have many different ways to write the same meaning, right? Then the comparison, machine comparison, very likely you'll even your answer is correct, but the machine comparison may give you the wrong answer, wrong result. Yeah. So I want to avoid that situation. Okay. So I just 1, 2, then you won't have that kind of problem. Yeah. All right. So that's the quizzes. Another thing here, although here I put 6 quizzes, but when I arrange all the assignments along the timeline of this whole semester, I realized actually we won't have that much time for 6 quizzes. So later I like to reduce 6 to 5. Yeah. So later I will show you the timeline. So you will see near the end of semester, it is very hard to put the quiz number 6. Yeah. You will see that. Yeah, very hard. Yeah. So I reduce it to 5 quizzes. Yeah. All right. But I still draw 2 lowest scores. All right. So we take 3 highest scores. All right. Yeah. But 4% each, we need to make your 3 scores the same weights for 4 quizzes. So I scale it. So I just multiply 4/3. Then we will scale to 4. Okay. Yeah, we will get the scale to 4 quizzes. Okay. In that way, so we can cut off 1 quiz, save a little time. Okay. In that way. All right. So that's the quiz part. Number 3, number 4, Number 3, programming projects. 2 programming projects. And based on my experience last semester, I noticed one thing. So that was pretty serious. The web programming experience from our students last semester. Most students, at least half of the class, they didn't have enough background knowledge for web programming. I estimate only about 1/3 of the class. So they were ready for web programming. The remaining 2/3, very hard. So it took me a lot of time to prepare them for the web programming projects. So for this semester, I like to do some adjustment. Yeah. I will spend, so at the first 6 weeks, I will prepare you for some basic web programming. Yeah. Okay, yeah. So probably for about 50% of our students here, just give you some basic knowledge of web programming. Yeah. After that, then we will do our first programming project, then second programming project, and so on. Yeah, you know. Yeah. So I hope you can do much better than the last semester. The last semester is dragged me down a lot. So after I assigned a project, you know, most students, they couldn't do it. You know, drag, long, delay, again and again. Okay, yeah. So this semester I try to improve it. Okay, try to improve it. All right. Yeah, 2 projects. All right. And I gave 30%. You can see the weights pretty big here. 30% weights. Okay, yeah. Because we know our goal for programming, right? We learned this class, our goal, the future for programming in the real world. So you need to, you know, really have the programming experience in this class. So that it's very important, right? Yeah. And yeah, here regarding the programming, web programming. So here, let me give you the, you know, programming languages we use. Okay. Yeah. Basic level, all right? Yeah, not advanced level. So even if you do not have much programming experience, yeah, so you can pick up quickly. Okay, you can pick up quickly. So it won't be very hard. Yeah. All right. So the first one, HTML, web programming. So you need to write your web pages. Yeah. All right. Yeah. Second, CSS. Yeah. Yeah. Put some styles a little bit. Yeah. We do not need much, a little bit. Okay, CSS. Yeah. Number 3, JavaScript. We need some client-side dynamic features. JavaScript. Script. Number 4, server-side scripting language, PHP. Yeah, so that's all we need. Okay. Yeah. 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 But other than that, the last thing, yeah, so that's from our database management system for this class, MySQL. That's all we need. But yeah, because when we work, we may need some IDE, integrated environment development tool. Yeah. So IDE, although there are several choices, yeah, but for this one, I may like to use the NetBeans. Yeah. Okay, yeah, as our main IDE. Yeah. So if you like to use a different one, yeah, it's okay. Yeah, because that IDE, you only need to pick one. So if you like, because some people may like to use Eclipse, some students may like to use IntelliJ. Yeah, so that's the other options. Yeah. So for this class, when I show you programming examples, I use NetBeans, right? Yeah. Okay. Oh, so that's the, yeah. Yeah. Later, I will talk about software installation. Yeah. Not today. Yeah. Next time, I can talk about that. Yeah. All right. And all right. Okay. Yeah. So that's the type 3, type 4. 2 tests, midterm and final. Yeah. All right. I put the dates. Yeah. Midterm, March 15th. March 15th. Okay. Yeah. So today, January 18th. Yeah. A little less than 2 months from today. Okay. March 15th. So we will, because from today till that midterm, that point, we will cover most part of the materials of this class. Yeah. Close to 2/3. After midterm, remaining 1/3. So it's not right in the middle. Yeah. The reason I push that midterm a little late, yeah, because we want to do enough practice on SQL queries. So in midterm, you will have SQL query questions. Yeah. And midterm, you do it in this classroom, Wednesday's class. Yeah. So the time you have 70 minutes. Okay, 75 minutes. 75 minutes. Okay. All right, so then final 2 hours from 10 o'clock, 10 to 12. Here also, yeah, 2 hours. Yeah. And the questions, each one, 25 questions. Yeah. Similar to the type of questions in the homework assignments. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. All right. Okay. All right. So that's the 4 types of questions. Well, you mean coursework types. Yeah. But when I arrange all these assignments along the timeline, yeah, only for the first few weeks, you do not have many assignments, but after week number 6, then almost you will have at least one assignment each week. For the first 6 weeks, mainly I want to use the time to prepare you for web programming. So, we will use that 6 weeks to, I give you many examples, simple examples, okay? So get you prepared for web programming. Easy to understand, I try to use for each class, I try to use 15 minutes to explain, to run, show you demo, run, explain a few simple examples. Then at week number 7, you will do your first programming, web programming project. Okay. So then another one, second one. So I'm thinking about because because sometimes some students ask for some extra credit project, so that will be an option. Okay, at this point, I do not have a plan for that. Okay, optional third project. I do not have that plan in my mind, but there is a possibility for that. Okay. All right. Next, extra credit chances. So here we have a few extra credit chances, so you can take advantage. First, attendance. Each class I will check attendance. Okay, 2% extra credit. All right. Based on the percentage, at the end of the semester, so I can get your attendance percentage. Okay, so then I multiply 2%. Okay, if it's a 100% attendance, actually I allow you to miss at the most 2 classes. So then no impact. Okay, if more than that, so then we need to use that percentage thing. All right. Then online evaluation. Near the end of semester, if you do online evaluation, you can earn another 1% extra credit. All right. Early project submission up to 1%. Early. So how early? 1 week early. So I give a deadline. Okay. But I encourage you to do as early as possible. Okay. So if you can complete it 1 week before the deadline, okay, then you have a chance to earn 1% extra credit. But I need to add one requirement for that. Because some students, I noticed before, they didn't complete the project, partially completed, but in order to earn extra credit, they submit 1 week earlier. That won't be good. So the requirement for qualification of this extra credit, you have all the main features. You may have some small errors, no problem, but you need to cover all the main features. Okay. In the project description, I will give you a list of features. Okay. Yeah. So that's the basic requirement. So then up to 1%, because some students, they cannot complete by 1 week earlier. They just complete by 3 days earlier, right? 3 days earlier. So then I will scale, 3/7 multiply that 1%. Okay. Yeah. So even 1 day earlier, so 1/7 multiply that 1%. All right. Yeah. Try to be fair. Yeah. So I try to do it in a fair way. Yeah. Okay. All right. So that's extra credit. Yeah. Here I didn't include that potential, that possible extra credit optional project. Yeah, because I do not have any idea at this point. Yeah. So yeah, we will see. We will see if we need that or not. Okay. Yeah. Because sometimes if you feel too busy, so then you forget about it. Okay. So if some of you still have extra energy, you would like to do, so we have that possibility open at this point. Yeah. All right. Then office hours. Yes, I like to explain a little bit. So on our syllabus, for the information like this, here you can see for this class, first chance you can ask me questions after each class. So you can ask me questions. So that will be very convenient, right? Yeah, ask me questions. Yeah, but many of you just send me emails. So if you want to talk to me in person, then after each class, you have a good chance. Yeah. Then after that, in my office, office room, then 1 hour Monday, Wednesday, the same day of our class day, from 3 to 4, I will be in my office. Okay. And at the same time, I open my Zoom meeting. I keep it open. Because sometimes you may like to ask me questions through Zoom meetings. So that will be very convenient. So you do not need to come to my office in person. So I just, at 3 o'clock, I open my Zoom meeting. Okay. I use my fixed ID because I put my Zoom meeting ID in the syllabus. Okay. So I always use the same ID to start a Zoom meeting, even for each class here, same ID, no password. You just, at that time, you connect to my Zoom meeting so you can ask me questions. All right, And a Tuesday, Thursday, half an hour, Because that half hour, that's right before my algorithm class. So I like to use that to answer questions for my algorithm class students. But usually, no students, it's rare students come to ask questions, very rare. So if you like to ask me questions at that time, no problem. So you just connect to my Zoom meeting and ask me questions. All right. Or by appointment. So, different time also possible, but you need to let me know what time convenient for both you and me. So then we can start a Zoom meeting. Okay. All right. So that's the office hours. Okay. All right. Then tentative schedule for assignments. I like to run that timeline to show you approximate, may not be exact, just give you an idea. I try to follow this timeline as close to as possible, but usually we have to make adjustment a little bit. All right, so let's go week by week through this timeline. All right, we will have 17 weeks for the whole semester, including everything, including spring break, and including the final week. Week 17, that's the final week. All right, yeah. We start at this point, Wednesday of the first week. So we do not have Monday, so Wednesday, our first class. Okay, yeah. After that, module 1, we need approximately 4 classes. Okay, yeah. So at the end of week number 3, I need to give you quiz number 1. Yeah. For module 1. Yeah. So we will complete module 1. Yeah. Yeah. All right. Yeah. So then you work on the first. The duration here, this brace coverage, you can see a little more than 1 week coverage. So that's the duration. So approximately assign that quiz 1 on Friday. Friday of week number 3. Okay, Friday. Then end of week number 4, Sunday. So you have a little more than 1 week to complete it. Yeah. So usually you need, because when you work on this quiz, you need to study the notes. Yeah. So I mean, the purpose of these 5 quizzes mainly help you understand the materials in the notes. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. All right. And no time limit for each quiz. Students frequently ask me a question, you know, what's the time limit? No time limit. You only need to submit by the deadline. This is the deadline, right? That is the deadline, okay? Yeah, so usually you work, you know, a few questions, then you can leave that page. Yeah, I don't know if there is a save, yeah, save thing, yeah, yeah, yeah. So I hope, yeah, oh, yeah. So you can, you know, do other things. Yeah. There is a running clock, elapsed time running clock, so you can ignore it. Okay, or hide it. There is a hide button, so you won't see it. Otherwise, you may feel, you know, the time is running, you know, make you nervous. So I won't look at that. All right, I won't look at that. All right. And another thing I may like to let you know, because each semester, there are a few students, they may submit by accident. Yeah. Each semester, I have 1 or 2 students. Before they complete it, by accident, they click the submit button, then it's gone, okay? Then you will see your quiz scores immediately, all right? But you haven't completed, okay? If that happened, that could happen, okay? So the solution is this. Yeah. I give you a second chance. I cannot enable it, all right? Yeah, because I cannot enable it. Yeah. So what I can do, I send you the screenshots of the quiz questions. So after you receive that screenshots, you work on it, then you send me back answers. So then I do grading manually and change your grade. Okay, so that's the solution. So don't be nervous. If that happens, just let me know. I will send you the screenshots. Or if you take screenshots before you do the quiz, so that will be fine. But usually, if you do not take screenshots, so I will do it. Okay, I will take the screenshots and then send you the zip file. Okay, yeah. So don't worry. Yeah. All right. After that, the second assignment, quiz number 2, at the end of week number 5. So here you can see in our first 6 weeks, we only have these 2 assignments, quiz 1 and quiz 2. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. And we will spend the time mainly improve our web programming experience. Okay. Yeah. Just prepare. Yeah. Some students, they may already have web programming experience. That's good. Yeah. But I estimate, for at least 50% of the class, they need some, preparation. Get ready for web program. All right. Then starting from week number 7, the distribution of the coursework will be denser. Okay. Our first homework assignment, March the 2nd Thursday of week number 7. Okay. The first one, the question, basically the part 1, basic concepts. Not very complicated, pretty straightforward. So I give you approximately 1 week, a little more than 1 week. All right, so then end of week 7, project 1. Okay, March the 4th, Saturday, programming project number 1. Then week number 8, Friday, March the 10th, homework assignment 1 due. Just 1 day more than a week. Okay. Yeah. But don't worry. Yeah. For each assignment, I give you 1 day grace period. Yeah. Each assignment, you will have 1 day grace period. Okay. So after the deadline, you can enjoy that 1 day grace period. Yeah. Even you submit within that grace period, no penalty. Right? No penalty. Just give me a little more breathing room. Okay, breathing room. Yeah. Yeah. Because sometimes you may have many other assignments, right? Yeah. You're taking several courses, several assignments, pretty much in the same period. So this 1 day grace period just give you some breathing room. Okay. Yeah. All right. No penalty in that grace period. Yeah. All right. Then week number 9. Yeah. Quiz number 3. All right. Complete quiz number 3 in week number 9. After that, here we need to do second homework assignment. After homework assignment due, next week, we need to start our second homework assignment. So this one is the SQL queries. But this one, the whole assignment is for SQL queries. But this one, I like to give you 15 questions, not 25 questions. Yeah. Because I feel 25 questions too many for you, right? Too many for you. Yeah. So I cut it to 15 questions. So I feel that should be enough. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. All right. So then, so what's that? All right. Yeah. Let me put here 15 questions. All right. Project 2 assignment. Right before the spring break, March 24th, Friday, right before spring break, I will assign project number 2. Okay. Then spring break. After the spring break, we need to prepare for, oh, I got one problem. Yeah. Notice some problem. There is some contradiction. Yeah. So let me point that out later. The contradiction is about the midterm test. Remember, in the syllabus, I put March the 15th, right? Now here we already passed that line. Yeah. So we should use this new date. I will update that syllabus. Yeah. Because syllabus, I did that part before I did this timeline thing. Yeah. When I arranged assignments along timeline, then I pushed the midterm, later. Yeah. So I will change that March 15th date. Yeah. Here we put after spring break, midterm. Yeah. Because we need to do the midterm after homework assignment number 2 due. That's April the 4th, Tuesday. That's the due date of homework assignment number 2. Okay. Yeah. After that, I need to grade it and give you results back and explain a few questions and do review for your midterm. Review, I explain, all quiz questions, homework assignment questions before the midterm. Okay, yeah. So the midterm, yeah, all right. Project 1 due this day, April 9th, Sunday. So you can see you have a lot of time for project number 1. Okay, yeah. But project 2 is assigned before project 1 due. Right? Yeah. All right. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. All right. Then week number 13. Yeah. Pretty late. Yeah. This late. Yeah. April 12th, Wednesday, our midterm. Okay. Yeah. Midterm. Yeah. Pretty late. Yeah. But the material covered. Yeah. I may not test you the material all the way till week number 13, because there is part of material, this part, move after midterm. Okay. So, this part, starting this part, this material after midterm, put in the final. Okay. I test you, some point here. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. The final not comprehensive. Okay. Final not comprehensive. So the second half in the final. Okay. Yeah. All right. All right. So then quiz number 4. After midterm, end of week number 13, you will have quiz number 4. Okay. All right. Then homework assignment number 3, April 20th, Thursday, is assigned. The due date, April 30th, Sunday. Due date. Okay. Yeah. Then the last quiz, end of week number 15, quiz number 5. The last week before the final week, last week, week number 16, quiz number 5. All right, so then week number 16, I will do some review. Okay. Preparation for the final. All right. Project 2 due May the 6th, Saturday. Okay, May the 6th, Saturday. Yeah. All right. Then the last week of the semester, the final week, week number 17, final. May the 10th, Wednesday, from 10 to 12 noon, right here. Yeah, that's classroom. Okay. Yeah. So that's the whole picture of the semester. So you can see, you know, a lot of work. Okay. Yeah. All right. Yeah. Any question? So till this point, you know, any question? Yeah. All right. Yeah. So that's our plan. So we, you know, when something happens, we can make adjustment. Oh, another thing to let you know first, because sometimes the weather could be very bad, right? Big, heavy snow. When that happens, then I will send announcement as early as possible. So yeah, when I notice, so if I know someday the weather is very bad, I will post announcement that day. We will do online lectures, Zoom. Okay, still the same time, I start Zoom. You just connect to my Zoom meeting. Yeah, we won't cancel the class. All right. Yeah. Even in that bad weather, we stay at home. You connect to my Zoom meeting. If you miss that, I record a video. All right, just like this one. I record a video, so you can watch the video later. But in the bad weather, we won't cancel any class. Okay, before we cancel. Yeah. Before I remember, although it's rare, but usually in that situation, you know, before we do the online teaching, you know, we just cancel that class. Okay, the whole class cancel. Yeah. But now, because we have that Zoom meeting way, so we won't cancel. Yeah. But you check the announcement in Canvas. Okay. Yeah. Email, Canvas, you know. Yeah. When you are aware of the bad weather, you check it. Okay. Yeah. So yeah. Because in that situation, so I think we do not need to, because usually sometime in that situation before this online meeting thing, usually I check website of UMSL frequently. I look at if the campus is closed, you know, But for us, you know, although, for us, if the weather is very bad, you know, heavy rain, heavy snow, ice, you know, for safety reason, so we can switch to online mode. All right, that's not cancel class, right? Yeah, because I cannot cancel class. All right, so it's not canceling a class. We still have a class, but we only switch mode one time switch. All right, only one time switch. Okay. All right, so just let you know earlier. Yeah. All right. So I think we run out of time. Yeah. Yeah. So I have two topics regarding the programming for this part A, but I will do that remaining two topics next time. Okay. Today, I expect I may not have time to cover those two topics. Okay. Yeah. All right. So I still, after this class, I do the video processing. So then I post in the YouTube. Then I put a HTML file, embed this video, and put it right under module 1. So you can see it. Module 1, my PowerPoint notes, and this video. Okay. Yeah. All right. So that's it. Yeah. So we stop right here.